The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello! Welcome to Coffee Break. It's another Tuesday and you'll be having coffee with me, Anna.
I'm Lynn.
I'm Shelly.
Hi, I'm Bianca.
It's already June. And June is a very significant month in the Philippines because it marks the beginning of the school year.
Wedding month?
Parang hindi excited. School year.
We're all out of school na kasi.
Yeah.
That's why.
Although I miss school.
Yeah.
Me also, I miss school. It was less complicated.
But you are still in school.
Yeah,
That's
someone
true.
who runs a school.
And you're taking your master's.
You're right! I forgot! Yes.
And the biggest topic now in the education sector is the K-12, the implementation of the K-12 education system. It was recently signed by our president.
Yes.
And can you tell us more about that?
Okay.
Siya yung guest.
Yes.
Siya yung guest.
I'd like to welcome spokesperson Lynn.
Yay! My time to shine. Just kidding.
Wow!
Anyway, sorry. Okay, so last year they actually started the rollout of K-12, the K-12 program in all public schools.
Okay.
So it started last school year. And what is the K-12 about? If you guys don't know, right now here in the Philippines, we're only required to offer 10 years of basic education.
Okay.
When most of the world...
Grade 1 to 6 and then
4
high school.
years in high school, right?
Okay.
When actually most countries in the world already or have been offering kinder until 12th grade. And the implication of that is that for most Filipinos, whenever we go abroad, it's either, like for example, I want to apply for a master's in abroad, and they require me to have hindi matuloy. So they require me to have an existing master's in the Philippines because they're saying I lack 2 years of education here. Right. And then you notice how in the States, they're not really pressured to go into university after. They can actually be hired. That's also one of the things that why DepEd is pushing it for it. They want to make sure that after high school, the others who can't afford to go to university can actually be employable.
Officially,
your moment.
Sorry, there's something about the K-12 that at the 12th, parang it's more specialized. Like you can be more in the arts. Am I correct? My arts, my
so there are different streams.
vocational. Yeah. So meaning, pwedeng, hindi naman sports.
Meron
Sports and arts.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can get a job.
Yes.
That is more towards that.
And
even
then
if you didn't go to college.
It turns out that we are the last country in Asia to implement the K-12 system. So it's about time.
It's really about time. And we were talking about it earlier na a lot of parents are going mas mahal, longer time, our kid can't work na right away, but siya yung tipong delayed gratification.
Correct.
You work more for it now, and in the end, we will reap more benefits.
And also now, I think education is much more fun because there's so many tools at hand that are innovative, that are creative, that are engaging.
Oh?
Yeah. Like what?
No, like the Jack and Boy website.
Right.
Which is a website with games, I think, for kids.
They're trying to gamify education. So, you know how kids, like, after school, they get so excited to go to the internet cafe or they go home and they play video games all the time. Yeah, Dota is one. So what Jack and Poy I think is trying to do is they're trying to apply what works for the gaming system, what makes it so interesting. They're trying to apply it in the education context.
Hindi na piku yung nilalaro ng kids today. Chinese garter. Mga ganyan.
Ng feelings.
Ng feelings? Hindi kayo na ma-judge.
It takes a minute to Sorry, I learned something from the kids. Apparently, you know how before in school we're like, you know MU?
Mutual understanding. But my lola calls it malabong usapan.
I think that's more accurate.
Okay.
But now
among the kids, they have what they call SO, secret on. You're MU, but you're not telling people you're MU.
But
so you're secret on.
No,
feeling ko hindi pa rin siya the same.
Bakit?
Ba't
Hindi siya the same.
labanan?
Oo.
Kasi may agreement eh. Parang alam natin na tayo. Yung MU, nangangapaan lang kayo.
Secretly on, so very showbiz.
Yeah, and apparently you can have secret on with more than one person.
Hindi na usang monogamy sa mga bagets.
Apparently. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
So back to K-12.
Back to
education.
innovative education tools.
I'll share the site that I love, Coursera.
Oh, I love Coursera.
Coursera.org. Coursera. .org. Kasi baka raw no, it's not Filipino. It's basically, parang they get Ivy League professors to conduct a course online. Tapos free siya. Free the conda. So, some you'll get a certificate. Some parang personal fulfillment. But basically, you'll get international type education just online. And they have so many parang new courses. There's stuff on social media. There's stuff on tech. There's stuff on the arts. Ang galing. So check it out if you want. Check it out. Check it out.
I think what's great about online educational tools is that it's so easy for you to update it.
Yeah.
Unlike textbooks, right? Parang it takes a long
Forever.
time for you to reprint. Like, just to correct that Pluto's not that anymore.
It's not. What happened?
Wait, remember the mnemonic for the 9 planets?
My very eager mother.
My very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas.
So ngayon, 9 na lang.
Just served us
9.
Ano po yung N?
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Wow.
Yeah, did we know that mnemonic?
I didn't need it. Just kidding.
You know, wait, my friend, I told my friend Gold, I said, you know what a mnemonic device is? And then she said, yung pang pneumonia.
Yun eh.
Anyway, so
Hi, Gold.
We
I'm sure
went to the
you're
same high school,
watching.
so we also have a mnemonic device for the measurement table, the chart.
Oh,
Yeah, we have a song.
What?
Yung, kunyari, it's a whole song, but then excerpts of the song are the gallons times 3.79 will turn 2 liters for you. Subtract 32 from degrees Fahrenheit. Subtract 32 from degrees Fahrenheit. There's all.
Keep it in mind.
Why? You multiply that by 5 or 9 and you'll get Celsius just fine. As in, ang dami for kilometers, meters, centimeters. Ang galing. So, so I came from Sobelo. Ni went out today, ako kunyari, what's the ganyan yan? Times 3.375. No, how do you know that? Because we had that song.
Oh my gosh, I think I should
Isabel.
invite you to the school.
Yeah.
To teach that song. But yeah.
You multiply inches by 2.5.
Wow, hindi pa siya tapos. Kakanta pa siya.
And you'll get centimeters. The feet multiply.
The pizza!
We will be back for more.
Nag-vocalize
Nag-commercial na.
Leon Gonzalez, the album, the educational album.
Yeah.
I think we can do that. We can do podcasts for kids on education. Starring Leon Gonzalez's voice. Anyway,
Ikaw ng bagong Ate Shena.
but here, wait, you have to... Bagong ate siya, nakaibigan ko si Kaki.
Ayaw nga pala. Thank you, Kaki. Hi, Kaki.
Anyway, now there's actually a competition that enables people to pitch innovative solutions to community problems, like in education.
Yes.
Why didn't I hear about this?
And the deadline has been extended to June 7th.
What's this?
So what's this competition?
So this competition is called Catalyst. And it invites young people, young Filipinos ages 18 to 30 to pitch their tech-based innovations for existing community problems. So like the Jack and Boy example that we gave earlier, that's one kind of solution that you guys can pitch.
What are the others? Like, is it just limited to education?
No, it's not limited to education. It can be on environment, it can be on tourism, it can be on good governance, corruption.
Ako, my favorite example, let's use it again. Every episode natin siya mention, like the MMDA app. Yeah, that's the most awesome tech solution. So if anything like that, whether it concerns traffic, weather, ano ba yung
Garbage
garbage
collection.
Epals.
Yeah.
If it has a digital execution, you should pitch it to Catalyst. You can download the application at catalyst.ph.
.com.ph.
Sure,
Right.
yan. Ulitin mo, take 2.
Sorry. You can download the application at www.catalyst.com.ph. And the deadline is again June 7, so you have until Friday. Is that Friday?
Yes, that's Friday.
Yeah, until Friday.
I wish we had a competition like that in college. Because I would have pitched something. I don't know. I would have thought of something. I would have wanted to join it when I was in college.
But you started something even without the competition.
Right. Yeah, but then we can still pitch our top 5 things that we want for college or for school in general.
Ooh, okay.
Right? So let's take a look at the top 5 things that we wish our schools had and the schools can still have.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. This is small fish, big sea. Na hindi na-capitalize yung letter S sa C. I wish that back in high school or college or even grade school, someone told me that I wish that someone told me that there's a bigger world out there, or someone would have encouraged me to stop being so insecure because it's not the end of life. Life actually goes on after these schooling years. And just a small fish in the big sea, but you know, I could swing that in a positive way. I could keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. Uy, kumakanta.
Grabe. Sige, episode!
Kanina I was about to break out in part of your world.
What would I do?
Dun sa sinasabi niya, big fish. A small fish, big sea.
There. Do you have anything to contribute to that? Would you have wanted to attend that?
I would have wanted to attend that class. I mean, when I was in high school, I just wanted to like do everything, and I wanted to be like the most well-rounded. I was doing all sorts of things. Pero parang now, it was just all about me and cheerleading and all of those things.
Or you know how I feel bad, like when you go to a high school reunion, and for some people, where like they reminisce about high school, they want to go back to high school because for them that's like the best day, like those are already like the best days of their lives.
For me, high school.
Really? Oh.
But
mine's with you.
Oh. Wow. And with us?
Yeah. Insecure pa rin.
I think I need to attend that class tomorrow.
Wait, that's
Elective.
No, so for me, I think I if there was something I could tell my
high school self.
Yeah, my high school or college self, it would be, you know what, the world is so much bigger than
your little
current
campus.
circle.
Yeah.
Kasi when I got to my wow, I thought ang laki na ng mundo ko. But then after, I realized nga, like the things that mattered so much to you before, like being part of a cool bench.
Or your MU and SOs.
Or your MU and SOs.
Magbe-break kayo niyan.
True.
Magbe-break kayo
Actually,
niyan.
more for that, I was gonna say na this subject would be useful maybe like in early high school or late high school. Yung parang, you're too shy to raise your issues to friends, lalo na to family or to teachers. So this will technically answer it without answering it.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
Heartbreaks, big fights with your best friend in
Peer
school,
pressure.
getting a fail mark.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
Next.
Our next class is
Taxes 101.
Oh my god, I would super take
God.
this
I need that now.
But you know,
I need it actually now.
In high school, we took economics and we had to learn about taxes. But it was like, okay, if you're single and at this age and head of family, this is how much your taxes are, ganyan. But no one really had to explain like how you file taxes.
Yes.
Right? Like,
Or if you have multiple sources of income, there's another form you have to file.
Or bakit yung quarterly? May monthly pa. May
my monthly, my quarterly, my annually pa. So you're
may
like,
VAT na monthly, may may withholding pa monthly.
tapos merong pang 3%, merong 10%, and then you're like,
Commissioner Kim,
nananawagan po.
no, we should super teach this class.
And
And it's not even enough na like afternoon workshop pa. It's really like a whole SEM.
And I would want that class to begin with why I should care about paying my taxes.
Yes,
That's true.
There's this, you know, the FL campaign, right? Where they take pictures of like politicians with their faces on it, na parang handog ni ganyan.
Yeah.
I saw one that said, this construction was paid for by your taxes. So please pay your taxes on time.
Oh, that's
Which I thought was
nice.
brilliant.
That's good.
Where?
I don't remember, but I saw it online, and then people were sharing it, and that's the way it should be.
Correct.
That's why you feel proud when you pay your taxes and you see na parang that's where this goes.
Okay.
That's why I pay my taxes on time. I look for it, and then I'll
Okay.
send it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Good grooming 100. Okay, this is mine because I think people need to learn the. Kala ko Babuyin mo ako. The basics of grooming, for example, just something simple like for girls, keeping your eyebrows clean, waxing your upper lip. I mean, things like this that
medyo next level na nga.
Medyo next level. Or dressing for your body type.
Ako sa taking a bath.
Next level na yun. Ako din. Taking a bath, so important washing down there. Mga ganon.
Kinabahan ako, but that's correct.
Diba? A lot of girls get UTI.
But we're Filipinos, usually we take a bath at least
You'd be
twice
surprised.
a day.
Meron din.
Totoo ulit. Meron.
Kuto, oh my God, such a common thing for kids.
Yes.
And even professionals. Di ko maintindihan, bakit nyo naisip na pwedeng hindi kayo maligo?
Nasa ligo pa.
Oh, sorry. May experience.
Yeah, level up na yung mga plucking, waxing.
Okay, sa good grooming 105 na yun. So, good grooming 100. Dun lang yun sa mga taking a bath, scrubbing properly,
brushing your teeth,
cutting your nails,
flossing your teeth.
Oh my God.
Nose, okay, medyo level up na rin yung nose hair. Pero dun muna tayo mag-start. Brushing your teeth.
Super wants to guess.
Flossing.
I know.
I love it. Yun, brushing your tongue, please.
Yeah,
okay.
yes.
Alright, next. Office politics.
So that's mine. Office politics 101. The thing is, every time I ask we have coffee or we have dinner, all of my friends always complain about office politics.
Yes.
Or even when they resign, I say, why did you resign? You love your job. And they're like, I can't handle office politics anymore. So, for a lot of people, this really gets to them. And parang, actually, my suggestion was, you have two specializations, either insecure boss or insecure office mates. Because you know how,
insecure lang talaga.
yung mga, for example, if you have a boss na he knows you're better than him.
Sa heart lang, heart issue lang.
Well, you have a boss and you know he knows you're better than him. And there are bosses na they try to put you down, or they try to make you look bad, or they try to take credit for your work. Right? And, it also goes the same. It's also the same for your your office mates. And yeah, I think though that every office has politics.
No matter how big or how small.
Yeah, whether it's corporate,
whether it's an NGO.
Yeah. So I think this is a good skill that people should have.
True.
Learning how to deal with office politics.
True. And stop whining when you really feel like you're so, oh my gosh, diba, yung sukong-suko na ako sa politics ng opisina namin, abay, umalis ka. Parang kailangan siya dun sa reminders dun sa class.
True. Yeah.
Yun lang.
True.
Next.
Okay, I guess this is mine. Yeah, this is our last top 5. This is my subject that I wish talaga they taught Government Agencies 101. When you graduate high school and when you graduate college, ako personally, to this day, I don't know how to apply for NBI clearance.
I don't know how to apply for NBI clearance.
Okay, this is super bad. I don't have SSS yet. My mom always gets mad at me. I know, I'm sorry. But I have a PIN number, don't worry. No, but again, there should be a subject that should say, okay, once you graduate, this is everything you'll need for a job.
You need a TIN.
Yeah. TIN, kunyari, SSS, pag-ibig, whatever.
PhilHealth.
Yan, ganyan, mga PhilHealth.
I still don't have PhilHealth.
If you apply for a job or want to go abroad, you'll need NBI or DFA or yung how to go about all these things. Talaga kasi, again, I go back to what we mentioned before. The websites are hardly helpful, honestly.
And so not pleasing to the eyes.
Yeah. So, this would at least help na, okay, once I graduate, I need to get all of this done para I'll prevent having problems in the future should I run into whatever. Yeah, how to apply for a passport, a visa, things like that.
Yeah.
Please teach this subject.
And there are benefits that we can't avail of because we don't understand. Like for example, SSS. If you've been paying SSS for a number of years, you can actually take a loan. But for what? I know they have it on the website. But again, if there was an easier way.
Or not or the thing with websites also that we have to understand that not all Filipinos have access to internet.
Correct.
Diba? So this should be part of the education system.
That's all.
So yun lang 12 hours a day na.
Oh.
Mga bata sa school.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna take a break now, and we're gonna come back with someone who is from the government. So he might be able to answer our questions. He might be able to answer some of our questions and our concerns about the education system as a whole. So sit tight, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with a game Chubby Bunny. But have you played Chubby Bunny before?
No.
You put a marshmallow in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny. And you keep putting it in your mouth, and you keep saying Chubby Bunny.
Okay.
Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not going to say Chubby Bunny. we're gonna have a conversation.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba?
Okay.
And you're gonna be like, okay na, okay na.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 at a time.
Alright, we're gonna do that. Okay ka na ba? What?
Okay na, okay na. I'm sorry.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
Okay ka na ba?
Okay na, okay na.
What? Okay. No, that's disgusting.
Then the maid got jaundice. Jaundice is different from jaundice. Jaundice is buntis, like that. But she does not. Tears up. Tears up. Anyway, jaundice does not know. This is professional show. I will put the merienda here. So jaundice, and I'm now happy to present to you Carlo Tayo. Halika dito, te. Tabi tayo. Gusto mo ng snacks? Ano ba to? Ganyan ba yan? Tapos?
Ang puti, mama.
Ay, tapos. Dito ba? Pwede ba dyan?
Pwede. Concealer. Yan, para sa show mo, ha? Oh.
Aray ko. Amayaya ba? Pwede ba itong ano? Zora, pang ano ba to? Oil absorbing? Pwede ba itong nose line?
Tita Kay, may caution.
Caution! Caution! Basta ng glamour, te!
When used for the first 2 weeks, more pimples will appear. Burahin na sila.
Oh my God!
Sorry, ma'am. Ito talaga?
Pwede bago yan, don't worry.
Buti ako sa mata lang. Hindi naman nagkakapi. Dapat pala caution muna yung pinasa natin.
Join your host Carrots Nazareno on Live Love Lulz every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
Take a little sunshine, drop a little rainbow, mix in a smile, stay for a while. Sabrina's kitchen, what you waiting for? Sabrina's kitchen, always room for one more. Sabrina's kitchen, cooking up a storm. Sabrina's kitchen, always something new. Sabrina's kitchen, tables waiting for you.
Well, I want to thank you for here. Welcome back. Now we have today, this special Tuesday, we have one of my favorite government officials.
Love it.
Without bias. He is the National Youth Commission's Chairperson. And he is not just a government official, he's also into theater, salsa, ladies and gentlemen, coffee breakers, let us welcome Sir Leon Flores III.
Hello, coffee breakers.
Hi, welcome to Coffee Break.
Such a pleasure to be here.
First male guest.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what kind of a show is this? Like, it's so I mean, it's so hard to have 4 lovely ladies, empowered women, and it could be really intimidating.
So first, what about? Do you have a suggestion? Because earlier we did the top 5 things that we would recommend for school. Subjects we would recommend for school. Is there anything that you would want to recommend?
Yeah, sex education. I mean, serious and good. Exactly, it's not taught in school, so we're really pushing now, especially since the National Youth Commission push for the reproductive health bill. It's not taught well in schools. Teachers can't even say the word vagina, so it doesn't exist. You say flower, or young girls are not taught how to say no to the MUs and the SOs. But they know how to say, di mo naman ako mahal, or you know, those kinds of things. So now, so we have a lot of problems with teen pregnancy and HIV.
Yes, you know my
awesome.
my teacher back in high school. She said, "Let us not call it a bird because it does not fly. Let us not call it a flower because it does not bloom." And then my friend said, "That's what you think." Anyway.
So that's it for me.
Amazing
practically at all levels, and it should be age appropriate. But
I was about
really
to say that.
Yeah.
Because there are different ways. I think one of the biggest arguments during the debates for the RH bill, which is now a law, was how can you teach 6-year-olds about sex or but there are many creative ways to be able to teach.
And it's not like you'll teach a 6-year-old condom.
Exactly.
Or Kama Sutra.
Foreplay. Age appropriate.
Age appropriate, culturally sensitive, and evidence-based. Because right now people just base it on anecdotes, so you want something like that. But it has to be taught in a cool way. You know what I'm saying? You don't bore
Actually,
them to
Leon,
death.
sorry, I just want to stress that it has to be evidence-based. Because, for example, the school I'm working with, it caters to a low-income community, but then my office is in a school that caters to high-income families. And admittedly, the children from high-income families, they're not really that ready to learn about sex in detail at 2nd grade or 3rd grade. But then the kids from Manamiga or from the low-income community, they're exposed to it at such a young age because they come from houses wherein there's only one room.
Yes.
And the parents really tell them, alis ka kasi may gagawin kami. So, and they talk about it so openly in class. You know, they talk about the concepts of rape at age 7. So,
oh my God.
So it's I agree. It has to be evidence-based and what's appropriate to the
appropriate
school or community.
Debbie Downer. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's super important.
Yeah.
I think because this is basically a back-to-school education app, I want to ask you well, you're a government official, but the real answer to, well, school just started yesterday, first day of class. Your expectations to what really happened, were they a match?
Partly yes, because we know that there's a shortage of classrooms, textbooks, teachers, but DepEd's doing a really great job in trying to really play catch up with the shortages. And in fact, Pinoy said that they should have a deadline. We have 66,800 shortages of classrooms, so we hope to really open the 66,800th classroom within the year.
The 10
yes, 10 moves, a lot of other private-public partnerships, and a lot of private sectors are really doing a good job helping and pitching in with making sure that we catch up with the shortages. So, well, of course, there will be birth pains, and it's really weird for media to say, oh, K-12 still struggling. Hey, we just started. Why are we struggling? Like, of course, there will be struggles. There will be birth pains. But I hope that what people need to understand is we're all in this together. Students, teachers, private sector have to pitch in and really try to make sure that education is given priority.
Right. Awesome. So K-12, it's definitely something wherein the effects could only be felt, the positive effects could only be felt in the long term.
Yes.
What are you most excited about in terms of the possible impact of the K-12 implementation?
I'm excited about having job-ready people or students who graduate at the age of 18 because I think instead of talking about adding 2 more years, you have to think that, when we talk about education, some people think that you have to finish college. But here, not everyone can have a white-collar job. Some people will have to do service job or do technical vocational. So there's 3 tracks, academic, sports and arts, and technical vocational. So those 3 tracks, you have to decide when you reach senior high school, which track do you take? And it's competency-based. So here, the grading system will not just be having 92 or 93 in math. You will be assessed based on the competencies, which track should you take? Should you take academic, tech voc, or sports and arts? Which is good because, you should really move, according to Nelson Mandela, you should move from the point of view of strength. And you should know your competencies, then the school will guide you, okay, you take this track, because this is what will make you more successful. So I think I'm excited about that. I was just telling you earlier that, when we went to Brunei, the embassy there, narrated how young Filipinos who would go there, for example, an architect, licensed architect, went through the rigmarole of taking the license on board, very talented, very skilled, but he will not be hired by the company because he will be hired only as a draftsman or a draftswoman simply because we lack 2 years. So there's really mismatch. Whether you want to take up higher education abroad or get a job, our workers are being exploited simply because of a lack of 2 years of education.
And I also think it's about time. What I appreciate about K-12, K-pop, is that it is skills-based.
Yes.
Kasi diba merong tendency na makatapos ka lang ng school so that you have your diploma. Ito, yung last 2 years mo, tama ba?
Yes.
And as your senior year, your last 2 years, kailangan talaga for you to complete that, meron kang level of proficiency or competence
Yeah. So you'll be job ready when you finish senior high school. Because the problem with our college educational system is that you really spend a lot in college, but the first 2 years is really just a review.
Yes.
Review of your, so that takes me off to answer your question. The first 2 years you're just reviewing math, algebra, all these other basic courses. So it's really sort of a fundraising for revenue generating income for our private schools or colleges. But if you have the K to 12, you'll be job ready by the time you graduate in senior high school. And if you want to work at the same time study and take up higher education in college, at least you're able to because you're job ready. That's why we really need employable young people, because as we take off and you can see that economy is starting to grow, there will be more jobs coming, but we need employable young people, because if they're not educated, they don't have the right skills, it's all for naught.
And I think it's not just the competency and the skills development, but I think it's also the emotional development that the 2 years, it makes a huge difference. I mean, I remember going to UP, I was 18 years old, and my classmates were 15, 16. I mean, parang it was just so different. Yeah, and I was 18 and I didn't know what I wanted. With more people who parang don't have that same exposure.
I have a question. Actually, a follow-up to Lynn. So, now is 2013. This is when Pinoy signed it into a law.
Yes.
His term is only until 2016. Yes. And so, if by then it doesn't work, people are gonna be like, mali naman yung decision ni Pinoy. Like what Lynn said, when will it be felt, you think? In
2017, 2018. When we have the first graduates,
Wait, it will be felt as soon as 2017?
The senior high school graduates already start going into the senior high school. But that's a good thing. I mean, we were kind of scared that if it wasn't passed into a law, then it could just easily be overturned by the next administration. Absolutely. At least now this is institutionalized, and you just can't easily, turn your back and scrap it. So.
I guess, Leon, we talked about the positive side, but then I guess I want to ask you, what are the biggest challenges that the country is currently facing with the implementation of the K-12?
They're training with the teachers, but it's good because they're really, they're trying their best to really catch up with training all the teachers with the new curriculum, and it's really going to take a lot of effort to put that in, and those are the challenges. Shortages are still there. Of course, we need everyone's help to pitch in, because we do have quite a lot of catching up to do. We're pressed for time because of the Millennium Development Goals, all our commitments to universal education, so I think those are our challenges. And of course, we have to talk to the out-of-school youth, which is why we have this program or project called Abot Alam. We wanted to find out, because there are 4 million out-of-school youth all over the Philippines. We want to find out where they are, because they're not part of a formal education system or they're not employed, so we don't know where they are. So the first step for us to reintegrate them is to find out where they are first. So they need to register themselves. That's abotalam.ph. So if you know someone, and there are 4 million of them, so I'm sure you know about out-of-school youth, you can ask them to register online. Then we'll generate the database, we'll throw it to DepEd and all the other partners. They'll find ways to reintegrate them into whether it's formal schooling system or alternative mode of delivery like alternative learning system, e-eskwela, cartoon classroom. There are different programs for them. So we want to find out first where they are, because we really want employable youth, and we need to start with the out-of-school youth, because there's quite a lot of them just playing Dota. They just come by, hanging out with their SOs and MUs. So we need them back in school.
True. Okay. So earlier, before the show, we asked on Twitter, what ticks you off about the Philippine education system, and what are some issues that no one really talks about? So here are some of them, and we'd like you to comment or give your input.
Okay, this one is from Galo Glino. The budget's there. They always say that it's one of the chunkier budgets, education. But how come every year, lagi na lang, not enough classrooms, qualified teachers, facilities?
We're playing catch up. Simply because there's a lot of students coming in. I mean, with our population, it's true. That's why it's quite normal to say that dumadami talaga. But you can look at the math. We've never seen so much budget put into education now.
Yes.
Especially starting this year.
How much is that? Sorry.
I'm sorry, I forgot my math, but it's really not only is it the biggest, it's not only one of the biggest, but it really jumped. I think multiplied by 2 or 3 times more than what we normally have for education. So I'm not too sure, but I saw it that it's really quite generous for education. So we really have to play catch up, because there's really still a lot of students out there, or out of school youth who are coming in. So the shortages, at least this is one of the first breakthrough that we've had that, finally within the school year, we'll be able to really stop the shortages of classrooms within the year.
And if we must define catch up, no? Hindi naman tumitigil nanganganak araw-araw.
Exactly. I wanted to say that. Yes.
May bagong tao sa bawat araw. So tuwing meron silang mabubuong classroom, meron na namang pangangailangan.
Yes, exactly.
True.
We're almost 100 million.
Yes.
So there's quite a lot of us, and even young people who are still students, high school students, have kids of their own. We have 3,000 teenage mothers who have 3 children already. So can you imagine? That's a lot of them. So
what age is that? Sorry?
15 years old, have 3 children. So almost every. So there's really quite a lot of students we want to take in. So what we're encouraging young people, private sector and government is really pouring a lot of resources into the shortages. So we need more help. We need more young people. We need more academics and schools to really take in the out-of-school youth as well, because there's really a lot.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, something we didn't mention, the K-12 pala for public schools is the whole K-12 is free education in public schools.
Yes. No collection. Yes, exactly.
Okay, this one's sort of connected from Jeffrey Zulueta. Sabi niya, bakit may mismatch? Sometimes, a math teacher teaches MAPE.
Yes.
And etc. etc.
That's true. Especially in public schools, usually it's one teacher that handles like 5 subjects or all subjects, especially like in the provinces.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of things that can be done to really make sure that our teachers teach the right subjects. If personally, and this is not, government stand, if you could stop... Disclaimer! I'm not talking as a government employee here or official, but the items for teachers also get politicized.
Yes, true.
That's one thing, and hello, EPALs there who really try to really just get in their relatives who are not as equipped or who do not have the competency to teach. That's one of the problems as well. But I don't know how big a problem that is, but I know that DepEd's really working hard to make sure that the right teachers are teaching the right students in the right courses.
And sorry, I think we also need to a complete overhaul for our professional development or for teacher training, because I attend all these seminars and it's just one person and they're like 200 delegates just listening, but they're more excited about their food or the freebies, and it doesn't really work. I think we also have to look at the way we train our teachers.
Exactly.
I mean, skills can be trained. It's heart that you cannot change or cannot buy. So if you have all... sorry, mga quotable quotes.
Quotable quotes?
But right, I mean, if you have...
Google education quotes.
Inspirational education quotes.
But right, Leon, if you have people who are passionate about teaching, they don't necessarily have to be experts, because that's something you can train if you have a very good training program.
It's hard to coach Discarte kasi. If you can equip them with knowledge and it's just there. They have the textbooks, they have the lesson plans, but Discarte in teaching, I think that's something that's hard to coach. Because Discarte is really not easily managed.
And it's something they have to learn. It's not something you can lecture. It's something they have to experience and practice. Yeah.
Sorry, connected still to those 2 questions. This is I think personal. What is the problem? Bakit hindi mo bigyan ng mas mataas talaga na salary yung teachers?
That's a good question.
Because our salaries are dictated by Congress. There's a salary standardization law, but they've been given, DepEd has been given a chance to... I know, but they have been given increases already, and a lot of them are paid much higher than in private.
Sorry, so now,
it's pretty good.
Regular public
on average, 19 to 23,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
For me, for someone who will educate the future of the country, you deserve so much surety.
So much more.
Exactly. So much more.
And also, compared to other countries na public school, diba? Parang...
We've made strides though in terms of the salary of the teachers here, but we still have a lot of teachers who do go abroad.
Right.
And we know some of them within ASEAN.
Like for example,
I go back to that being politicized because and this is true, some teachers can attest to this because they buy the item that they have. When a mayor gives them the item through the superintendent, and there are some cases already that DepEd's handling against these scalawags.
Right.
Because when you buy at the rate of 200,000 pesos. So if you're already, hindi ka pa pumapasok sa trabaho, you're already paying 200,000, then you're already saddled with debt. Then you have to sell to casino.
Binabawi.
Binabawi. So those are the things that are realities on the ground.
Connected to the salary issue, my professor sa thesis panel, to assess a thesis in UP, they get paid 70 pesos.
Wow.
70 pesos. They get a check that says 70 pesos.
So yung kape sa social na kapihan. Hindi enough.
Tapos pag i-deposit mo yun, tapos magko-commute ka pa papunta dun sa bangko. Wala rin yung titira dun.
Tapos pagka yung pirma, medyo yung
mali pa yung spelling ng pangalan mo. Diba? Mabalik ka pa. Okay. So, now it's time to play a game.
Wait, before we play the game, sorry, I just want to ask like a final... I mean, so many people have so many bad things to say about the local education system. What's your short, sweet message?
Inspirational. Mag-google din siya.
Inspirational. Alam po her Exactly. My take is we really have to have functional local school boards because they define how things will be run, whether they're efficient and effective, and whether, for example, colleges are also starting the right courses. Because, for example, you have some SUCs or state universities and colleges who have IT courses, and they're right smack in the middle of a provincial agricultural province. Yeah. So it's kind of hard, and policy in terms of the local education system has to really be from the locals themselves. They have to define what industries will be support, then the academe should also support that. So primarily that's my thing with the local education.
Wait, bago tayo mag-game.
Isa pa.
Oo, last na, promise. Kasi parati na nga lang...
Let's do away with the game. I'm just kidding.
Saya kasi naman sabi niya.
Maraming complaints, diba? Tapos parati na lang we're blaming the government or we're pinning the responsibility on the government.
Right.
I also believe that the public sector or the civil society sector, civil society na sector,
private sector.
Yes, we have a huge role to play. That we can't just keep throwing our complaints and not do our part.
Because if the people will lead, the leaders will follow.
Exactly. Another quotable quote.
Hindi ko ginugol yun.
Be for vendetta ba? No, it's not.
I got her a sticker of Team Manila.
And it's a pin now. So must we play?
Must we play, okay. Yeah. So, as always, it's going to be Team Coffee Break versus Team New Media Factory. And the game is called Pinoy Hand.
Bago! Wait, I have a question. So how will... They can't see the monitor.
You
shouldn't see the monitor.
Wait, how does this? You have to face us. Yes. Okay.
Alright.
So you'll get 1 minute.
Can you also tilt it like that para no cheating? Wow.
Competitive.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
so
ready?
we'll start with the easy words.
Sabay ba kami?
Hindi.
Okay.
No, wait, who's gonna guess?
You.
I will guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you will guess. You'll ask
Ready?
questions that will answer.
No.
You will put it on your...
I know.
Talking aloud.
I can
Yes.
Okay.
I can see from the glass.
Yun lang.
Okay.
I'll cover. There you go.
Face here na, wala.
Ayan, wala nang monitor.
Okay, the monitor there. So this is the word.
Okay, all the words are
Did I get it right?
education related.
Okay, did I get it right?
Okay, go.
Okay.
Timer.
Is this a thing?
No.
One word.
Yes.
Is this a thing?
No.
Object? No, of course. Place.
No.
Person?
No.
Animal?
No.
Oh my goodness, I suck at this.
Education related.
Person?
No.
Person, object, place.
I guess it could be an object.
It could be an object?
No.
It's a concept.
Yes.
Oh my, this is harder. If it's a concept, normally you do objects. Okay.
She made the words.
Name her.
Alright.
School related.
Okay.
Something pwede mo bigyan ng context.
Something you do in school.
Yan.
Okay. Is this learn? Teach?
Close. Related.
Absorb. Sorry. Learn. Is this the thing that you do?
Yes.
Is this done by students?
Yes.
How many minutes ba tayo?
Read.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No. Okay.
Read.
Yes. Pero
memorize.
Present tense. Present
Reading.
tense.
How many? Alright.
Okay.
How many seconds is that?
Wala na tayong oras. Wala na tayong oras.
Okay, one more word.
Shelly?
Go.
By the way, nakita ko yung isa, so hindi ko siya pinili.
Okay. Same here, same here.
Honest.
I saw the letter R.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Baliktad.
Okay, ganon.
No. This way.
Okay. Go, Annabelle. Go.
Okay. English.
Yes.
Bagay.
Yes.
Nasa loob ng bag. Nasa loob ng school bag.
Pwede.
Ginagamit sa class.
Yes.
Ay, galing.
Ay, nakita ko na pala yung pencil kanina. Ball pen. Sign pen. Chalk. Nasa teacher.
Pwede.
Mas nasa teacher.
Pwede.
O nasa
Equal.
Ruler.
Hindi.
Hindi naman equal yun. Ginagamit sa lahat ng subject. Maliit. As in, kaya sa kamay.
Yes.
Pantasa, sharpener. Pencil. Pangsulat.
Hindi.
Oh my gosh, hindi siya pangsulat. Libro. Book. English nga! Ba't oh my gosh. Nasa teacher, nasa student.
Maliit.
Maliit. Kasya sa kamay.
Sometimes.
Paper. In English.
Papel.
Sorry.
Sometimes.
Time's up.
Time's up. Erasure. So near, so close.
Okay, next.
Binabato siya.
Wait, we have to do one hard one. Can I do this sabay?
Yeah.
Before we end the show?
Okay.
Yeah,
so
sure.
last week before...
sabay?
Yeah.
Sabay talaga?
Show na lang, tapos we'll ano.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's chaotic. Okay, go.
Okay. Hard? Okay, no more. 2 words.
Yes.
English.
No. It's not English. It's
Not English.
Not English, Tagalog?
Latin.
Yes.
What?
Not Tagalog. More languages.
Latin.
Oh my goodness. It's an object?
No.
Is it a motto?
Place?
No.
Person?
Yes.
Person?
Yes.
It can be.
It can.
Cum laude.
Well,
It's Latin. Sorry. Cum laude. Yeah. Because it's Latin. I mean, there are a few Latin things in education.
Sasabihin ko sana admire ng Tigorium. I wasn't sure. Moto ba siya? Moto. Okay,
so we won again.
Sorry, Annabelle.
Latin. I was saying, di gustibus non est disputandum. No, there's no disputing about taste. That's the only Latin word I know.
Grabe.
The what?
Di gustibus non est disputandum.
What is
There's no disputing about taste. So if you...
Aminin mo, yun din narinig mo.
Si Basti nag-walk out.
Yung ako
Walk out, walk out.
I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. I've had so much fun. Yes.
We wish we had more time. We had so many
Yes.
things to talk about. So maybe we'll just invite you if we have a second season.
Please, can I invite them to please follow us on Twitter. It's
Yes.
NYC Pilipinas. And please, if you know any out of school youth, please invite them to register at abotalam.ph. And you can also follow us on Facebook, National Youth Commission.
And on Twitter, Sir Leon is Leon Flores III
Yes.
for the 3rd. So you can also follow him and he tweets, he's very opinionated, which I love about him.
Yes.
So there.
Can you tweet that Latin phrase?
Yes,
so
I will.
we can make
Know the spelling.
So we can pretend that we know how to speak. So we can impress people when we say, I know a different language. Thank you for joining us.
We should invite you again to pitch your entries to
Yes.
Catalyst.
Catalyst.com.ph. The deadline is this Friday, June 7th. So if you have any tech-based solution for existing community problems, please go and send your application for
Yes, and you have the chance to win a 200,000 peso grant to make that idea happen. That's it. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was so much fun.
Awesome. Thank you for watching. See you next week.
Thank you, Beyond the Box.
Thank you, Beyond the Box.
Thank you, Beyond the Box. Sabi ko, Beyond.